When I was little, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. And he was the shogun's decapitator. He cut off the heads of 131 lords. It was a bad time for the empire.
The shogun just stayed inside his castle and he never came out. People said his brain was infected by devils. My father would come home, he would forget about the killings.
He wasn't scared of the shogun, but the shogun was scared of him. Maybe that was the problem. Then one night the shogun sent his ninja spies to White House. They were supposed to kill my father, but they didn't.
Heads on the chopping block, another masterpiece. Great escape, true and living, it's a new religion. New addition to the Wu Coalition. And I'ma do the dishes, and you can do the flipping. Food, you can do the whipping. Clean your plate, my team is great. Feel the full force when the bull starts to accelerate. See, we shine like daybreak, no doubt. Rugged and lean, we ball like Kareem. My large house by the lake, garden full of greens. That's not for you to be concerned about. We on the move, trying to move further south. We set it off in the north, shut them down in the east. Now we out, y'all. Peace. The game is sour, it's tasteless. Without the basics, man, frustration. Need a facelift, praying to Allah that we can make it. He said don't rush, be patient. The devil wanna pluck the nation. Now we in the basement, it's looking vacant. To all the fam, we lost the best of my recitation. 50 grand for the wrist bracelet. Cold chillin', many soldiers killed in the field. Another war mission, running out of ammunition. I hold my head tight, fight the good fight. Firstborn, my first light right. I'm too deep for words to speak, and it gets deeper. My mind's boggle, the streets swallow. We're like beef, it just gets harder to chew. Another day, another saga, it's true. But now I take time to read the signs of the last seal revealed and all that. Raw rap, back on the map, the dragon is back. And if you listening to this, you're now being tapped. And that's the last seal revealed and all that. The raw rap, back on the map, the dragon is back. And if you listening to this, you're now being tapped. And that's the last seal revealed and all that. The raw rap back on the map, the dragon is back. And if you listening to this, you now been tapped, and that's the last seal revealed and all that. The raw rap back on the map, the dragon is back. And if you listening to this, you now been tapped, and that's the last seal revealed and all that. The raw rap back on the map, the dragon is back. And if you listening to this, you now been tapped, and that's the last seal revealed and all that. The raw rap back on the map, the dragon is back. And if you listening to this, you now been tapped, and that's the last seal. The seventh seal. It's the return of the soul assassin. When I was little, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. It's the return of the soul assassin. When I was little, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. The most incredible. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. The most incredible. Was the greatest samurai in the empire. The most incredible. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. The most incredible. He was the greatest samurai in the empire.